good old boy down in Texas, John Goodrow, that's his name. Heard him talk about our country, Lord, I feel just the same. He speaks his mind, trying to help mankind and the people of the USA. Yeah, oh, John Goodrow, he got a lot to say. Oh yes he does, 'cause there's a good old boy down in Texas, turning Texas blue. And there's a blue dot family in the USA. And all over this world. Oh yeah.
I believe he's talking about y'all. How y'all doing, baby? It's Tuesday. And we're getting ready to meet, baby. Indeed there is. I'm glad y'all are here. Anyway, JT Libs was the first one to jump in, followed by Cobra Jet Cat. Dorothy Tyndall is here. Susan Greenland. Sue Warrior. Common Sense. Always good to have that in the room. Christina Sanchez. Silly Bebo is here. Roger Himmelwright. Buddy Griffin, thank you, baby. Mom to two Huskies. Trudy Baxter, Carl Vogel, Stephen Scott, boy, howdy shit. Jeanette Miller, Linda Carlston, Kelly Harris, Adina Michael, boy, howdy shit. Jeanette Miller in here twice. The whole family's here, it looks like. David Ritchie, thank you for being here. Irene Lambert. What? Her AC broke. Boy, howdy shit. Now, that's a fine time to be. Y'all are under a heat thing up there and all that shit. Boy, howdy crap. If it ain't one thing, it's another that gets us in life. And it's sometimes seems to be very constant. Anyway, Julie Gandy is here. Marky Mark. I get that out of my mouth. Danny Pomeroy, thank y'all for being here. Anyway, it is Tuesday, baby. And before I get too far going, I got mail, baby. None of this, No. It's, hey, John got mail. I got mail. Went to the post office, and boy, howdy shit, there's mail. Let me get my broke-ass glasses up here. Dog got hold of my glasses, and damn it. Anyway, first one is from Adrian Brockett from Rich Square, North Carolina. She sent me a beautiful card. When times get tough, we don't give up, we get up. And a very nice note. Proud to be a Blue Dot family member, and we're proud to have you, baby. And it's yeah, I don't know where else to wear to have my feelings, baby, except on my sleeve. You know, it's a habit I have of expressing my thoughts. Anyway, baby, thank you very much. I appreciate that. And then I got a card from our own Blue Dot greeter, Mark Perkins, and Mark has sent mail before, and this has to do with something he sent before. It's a wonderful card, and he wanted to send me something, and he had sent me a card before that had an old $20 bill in it, and Travis had suggested, "Dad, is that real?" Well, yes, it's real. Well, it don't look like the 20s we have today. No, it doesn't. We had 20s before your ass came along. Anyway, Mark this time included a very nice donation of a $100 bill. And it was an old $100 bill, and he asked Travis the question, did he think this was real? Unfortunately, I can't show you the bill because gas, and I had to break it. But Mark, I talked to Mark on the phone. I'm so appreciative of him for everything that he does in this Blue Dot family and as a personal friend. So, Mark, I appreciate that tremendously. I wish I could have saved it. That's embarrassing as hell. Anyway, what's going on? Well, shit, all sorts of shit's going on. Donnie's in Scotland. trying to avoid the Epstein shit, but it ain't working because it just follows his ass everywhere. But there's a lot of shit going on in politics around the nation, and why am I getting a warning? Oh, give me a warning. No, just don't do that. There are things going on, and one of the things I noticed is down here in Texas, baby, there's things happening. They're trying to redistrict Texas again. The Republican House down here, the Texas legislature down here, is trying to redraw the maps mid-cycle to benefit Trump in the next election by creating 5 new districts in Texas. And the Republicans hold the majority in the House, in the legislative House in Texas, and there's no getting around it. They can do this if they want. But there's only one out. There's only one out, and the Democrats have done this before in desperate times. And that is, they can't vote if they're not here in the state. And right now it looks like they're trying to put together financing to possibly pull that move again. If the Republicans try to push this all the way up into redistricting Texas and giving Trump those 5 extra votes, they may try to do it again. Now, it was very controversial before, but it worked. They ain't really on the up and up, but if you ain't there, you can't vote. And you're not even in the state of Texas, well, that creates a bit of a problem. But that's how desperate it's gotten. With the attempt of the Republican Party to just take over this nation. Lock, stock, and barrel, I don't give a shit what you're talking about, voting rights or positions or House seats or just anything. Any department. Look at it. It's all gone underwater. So, yeah, there's reason to be concerned. And if it takes drastic measures, looks like the Texas House is willing to do that. And that they risk prosecution for that. But there's some things worth fighting for. And trying to prevent cheating mid-cycle is one of them. Hello, Miss Chick.
Oh, just the word cheating seems so mild as to what they're doing.
It does. Yes, it does. It is. It's a travesty.
I don't have a big enough vocabulary for everything that they're doing.
No, and this down here in Texas is just getting terrible. I mean, come on. You're trying to redraw the districts in the middle of the the normal cycle of
well, they're just one of about 5 states that are trying to do it right now, I think.
Come on, California. Let's do it, baby.
Yeah.
You hate to go that way. You hate to go that way. It's like the Texas Democrats. You hate to go the way of walking off the floor, leaving the state to prevent a vote.
It just makes you become what you don't want to become.
Yes. Yes.
And,
yeah, between a rock and a hard place, baby.
Yeah.
Something's got to be done.
And I know going too soft doesn't get anywhere either.
No,
so
not with the
Republican Party anymore.
The maggot party, I guess.
Yeah.
The conservatives, I like to think there's some out there, and there are, and they're I guess their voices are starting to be heard a little bit with this Epstein thing because this has created quite an outrage, and he can't escape it. And even Joe Rogan is kind of turning against him right now on this shit. So,
do we really care about Joe Rogan?
Not really. No, I don't listen to him. It's just a headline.
I mean,
Joe
granted,
Rogan. I know
yes.
who he is. I know who he is, and
Got
I know his
gigantic
stance on shit.
following
No,
and blah blah blah. But really,
I got shit.
that's
to
like
do.
Leaning on celebrities to have an opinion or something. It's like whatever. They're just people. They're people.
That's whose opinion
We're
should matter. Is the people out here, this Blue Dot family, the population of this country is who's
well, and even we don't all
opinion
agree
matters.
with each other. So there's that.
No, there's that, but that's squabbling amongst family.
Yeah.
We're all going in the same direction. Just some of us off to the right or off the left, and on our side.
Well, and I did try and dig around to find some topics tonight, because even though I want to make sure that the Epstein thing stays foremost, it's getting old. It's wearing on me.
Don't let it wear on you, baby, because it's going to be around for a while.
I
And
know.
he just continues to stick his foot in his mouth, which I understand he did again today, talking about
Um,
Epstein stealing young girls
sort
out of
of,
his. Yeah,
sort of stuck his foot in his mouth. I did listen to it, and people have put more words in his mouth, so there's that.
I don't know.
But
They're just
I wanted to point out that, what's his name? Todd Blanche, that DOJ official, top DOJ official, who went
right.
to
Donnie's
talk to
ex-lawyer.
Ghislaine in prison. So, a mere 3 days after meeting with him,
Right.
yeah,
She
she
has
has
an
filed
offer.
an appeal to SCOTUS, which is what you do with federal stuff, right?
Right. Go
I
to the
think she
Supreme
had
Court.
tried,
She's trying
already
to get
tried
her.
her appeal at the lower courts, and they said, so
Yeah.
then
She's
she is
trying to
allowed
have
to
her
appeal.
conviction thrown out. That's what she wants the court to do.
Right,
That
but
ain't gonna happen.
she had a laundry list of conditions too, but she has to get through the appeal process first, and the appeal revolves around the 2007 plea agreement that Epstein, had negotiated with the U.S. Attorney's Office in the Southern District of Florida, where he was originally tried
And
in.
that was in 2008.
I think it was 2007 was the plea agreement. I don't know
Okay.
when his actual trial was over with. I don't know. This had to do with the plea agreement. Anyways, the plea agreement read, the U.S. agrees that it will not institute any criminal charges against any potential co-conspirators of Epstein, including, but not limited to, and then I think it listed, they didn't show you the names, but it listed 4 other names. Hers was
Right.
not one of them. Her name did not appear as one of those 4. And that's what her appeal is on, is that, well, that part that says including but not limited to should include me, right?
That's what she's claiming.
That's what she's claiming. That's what her lawyers are going for. They're arguing that she didn't need to be listed or named because of that. And yeah. And the other side, the Justice Department says former U.S. Attorney Alex Acosta, who negotiated the deal, didn't have authority to bind other federal districts, including the Southern District of New York, which is what she had originally been charged under, I do believe. Her case was out of New York.
I believe so.
And or the 2 districts in Florida, I think. 2 different, yeah. So the federal appeals court had split over the key decision of whether the plea deal struck by one U.S. Attorney office applies to the entire Justice Department. So that's what's going to the Supreme Court, from what I understand.
I don't think she'll win that case. I don't think the court will.
Yeah, but here's the thing, John.
What's the thing? Because maybe I missed the
The
thing.
thing was she met with Todd Blanche.
Well, there's the deal, baby.
There's the deal, baby, and we know how many of the people are in the pocket on the Supreme Court.
There's
so a whole
no
lot
way.
of stupid can happen.
She's offering to testify in front of the Supreme Court. I mean, in front of Congress. Testify in front of Congress.
Well, and there was conditions on that, though.
Yes, if she has immunity from anything that she might say. And she can't be charged with anything. She also doesn't want it to be done in the prison. She wants it in a nice angelical setting, I guess. I don't know. But the other option that she offered in that letter was clemency from Trump. If she got clemency from Trump, well, then she would feel free to testify in front of Congress, free, open, and honestly. So she's asking.
What does that tell you right there?
Yeah. And he ain't denied that he's thinking about it. He's
right, but doesn't that
just
sort of gives me a hint of, well, if she's asking for a pardon from him, and then with that pardon she'll spill the beans, all the beans, doesn't that mean he might not want to pardon her?
unless there was some kind of a deal struck about keeping
Mm-hmm.
his name out of her mouth. But
Mm-hmm.
again, I don't see how that happens because here's the rub that I look at. If any case starts with the Jeffrey Epstein case, and it involves anybody else, somebody on the list, is charged with the child molestation or child trafficking, any whatever it is, you got one case start, and it's going to crack open like a pinata because there's going to be other cases that stem from that. There's going to be witnesses that are going to be, you know,
Possibly.
yeah.
Possibly.
So it's a risk. I don't either way he goes right now.
Well,
Which
and,
I'm saying good. I don't give a shit. I'm
and
on the side of release everything. Let's see it
yeah.
all. But I don't think we will. Not for
No. I
not
think
for
this just holds things in abeyance for a while and just keeps, yeah. He's just trying to make it sound like, yeah, we're doing something about that. Don't worry
yeah.
about
But he
that.
came in. He came in talking about he's going to release this, that, and the other. He's going to be the most transparent and all this other bullshit that he sold to the maggots, and they
Mm-hmm.
ate it up. And now with the biggest story being the Epstein story right now, and all this is terrible stuff. This is child pornography, child trafficking. Whoever did this is scumbags. Let's see the list. And all of a sudden they're stuck with, oh, well, who's on the list? Who's implicated
Mm-hmm.
in this shit? And
Yeah.
so they're stuck with that right now. So
Yeah,
he's
they
going to
are.
pull out. He's
There's,
going to pull out everything he can to try to, change the
yeah.
subject.
In the
And
meantime, he's being trolled everywhere in real life and in virtual reality.
I'm loving it. Don't let it
Yeah.
go. Don't let it go. But
I know my fellow Scotsman, because I do have some,
do you have
half of
Scottish
me
blood?
is Scottish, not half of me is. My
Really?
grandparents were from my father's side, were both from Scotland.
My
And
mother, on my mother's side of the family came from Scotland.
there you go.
There you go. Didn't know we was
But I'm
related,
so
did you?
proud of them for doing what they've been doing, and
Yeah, they let him
yay.
know. Yeah, they
And they
let
let
him
him know
know.
with bagpipes too. That was pretty good.
Yeah, they're not going to let up either.
All else fails, get the bagpipes out.
We all learned what a joby was.
Yeah, yeah, we did.
Yeah, there's
Yeah, and a
that.
few other words.
And a few other words.
Mm.
Good, good. Because it's not just the United States that he's impacting. It is the world, including Scotland.
Yeah,
You know.
and speaking
So
of the world, gosh,
what about the world?
I'm
Are we
I'm
okay?
just so disheartened with the world right now, and
Okay. Thought we was going
it
to blow up,
seems as though a huge
hit by an
amount
asteroid.
of them want to stand up and scream at Israel that you're doing genocide now, you're starving people to death, but they're just sitting there in their suits and
Not
ties
not according to
with their pieces of
Netanyahu.
paper.
Netanyahu says nothing to see here. No starvation going on.
Yeah. Meanwhile, he's killed how many journalists so that nobody can see, but we're still seeing.
Yeah, we're still
And
seeing.
and so that was his whole point of killing the journalists so that nobody could see the horrendous stuff that's going on. And even as we're sitting here
This has
speaking,
gone
I'm sure
on.
another movie has taken its last breath. Lordy.
It is. It's turned into just a mass tragedy
And
over in
I read
Gaza.
a letter today from a Jewish man, and he's he was some type of professor, I think, from
All right.
Israel. Let me see what it says, who he was. An Israeli professor of law. Anyways, he drafted a letter, but what he talks about is the hypocrisy of where the people in Israel came from, what they went through, and now what they are doing to someone else that looks just like that, as in the word Holocaust. And how can they? How dare they, he says. How dare they? And it's a rather long, poignant letter, so I don't know if I could get through it without breaking, because I already read it once today.
Pretty emotional.
But Yeah, yeah, but he goes down quite a list of the things that they're doing and how they should feel about it in terms of, how can you live with yourself? How can you say that this is not exactly what happened to you and or the generations before you? And yeah,
The parallels are there.
the parallels are there.
And it
Yeah.
does. It begs the question: how can you proceed like this? How can you allow
Well, and
this to happen
he
with your own history and your background?
in this letter he is begging the average Israeli people to rise up and protest this in mass, because it's not right. It's not right.
What jumped in my head? I think it was Great Britain that said they're going to identify Palestine, uh, recognize Palestine. And
The United Kingdom, yes.
yeah, yeah. And I'm thinking, where? In Gaza? That's it? That's it?
Well,
Just
that's
that
a
little
tricky
piece
one
of.
too, because well, where were you before? And again, a guy with a suit and some paper that says he's gonna hold to this piece of declaration that's not helping hungry children right now.
No, no.
Um, is that supposed to make him feel better? I don't know. Is that, again, where's the action? Where's the action?
It's come.
There is none.
It's like a dripping sink. That's how it's coming in. I've seen the airdrop they did, and it's so pitiful that that more can't be done. Anyway, Yelly Man, are you in the room, buddy?
I am. I
How you
am.
doing, brother?
Hello. Hello, John. Hello, Mr. Sheikh.
Hey,
How's everything across the
Hello.
pond?
No, it's good. It's still warm and nice, and uh, but we're paying attention to Israel too, and it's disgusting that he's starving the Palestinians to death. It's and I see that
The
even
world sees it for what
Israel,
it is.
yeah, even people,
When this
even
first
people.
started, people tried to give Israel the benefit of the doubt. They were just a vicious attack on their people, and they were going to
Yeah,
respond to that. But this,
but
this is not
this
that.
is
This
this
is
is
so
no.
much more.
murder.
This is, you know, destroying the whole country, the whole
Yeah,
infrastructure.
and he's
I don't think there's a
and
part
he's
of Gaza that has not been bombed.
no, and he's killed 50,000 people on the ground there, and none of them were
Yeah,
combative.
they're not Hamas. They're not Hamas.
No, and I just read while I was that Israeli human rights organization are accusing their own country for genocide. Which is even Israelis are accusing Netanyahu for genocide. So he doesn't have the support in his own country. And
No,
and
no.
and
There's some believe that he
Jewish,
should be in prison instead of in
yeah,
the.
and
Yeah,
Jewish people in America, they are really pissed off about how he's handling the situation in Palestine, and yeah, it's sickening to me. It's just sickening, and I think that uh, I I have no words. It's so evil. But so we need to escalate the pressure on Netanyahu and say that you don't have the support from anybody to do this. You're
well,
alone
getting
in
that out of
this,
Donald
and
Trump is like pulling teeth.
yeah. But
And
I
I
mean,
think
I
I
heard your
think he
mom.
made one comment here lately in the last day or two that spoke
He
to
doesn't
the
give a
travesty
shit
that's
about
going on. He
anything.
does not.
He he
No,
doesn't
he
give a
wants to. He
shit.
wants it all cleaned out so he can build a Riviera type thing over there. That's Trump's dream. It's all money and
Did you by the way
glitter.
see that interview that Hunter Biden did?
I
No.
saw parts
Uh,
of it. I saw bits of it. in
I
the
was
news.
like, speak, brother, speak. I mean, he's. I mean, I loved what he said. He was.
He
Uh,
called it out.
yeah, he has every
Yeah.
right to come forward and and tell his story. But okay, so you have like Scottish family, John. Is that true?
Yes, on my mother's side. My
Oh,
mother's
really? So you,
yeah, my mother's
I'm sure you
maiden name was
play.
Rokas. Came from Scotland.
I'm sure you play the bagpipe, then,
So
don't
yeah,
you?
that's me. Yeah, you betcha.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah, you ought to hear me. I really crank it out, buddy.
yeah.
I'm telling you.
Maybe you should like quit the opening music before you do the
Yeah,
show and just
let's don't
start.
do that. Let's don't say we did. That's all. Yeah, I'm not really
And
musically. I play the cajon, but my cajon is right down
Trump
here.
is getting
So
Trump is not exactly getting a warm welcome in Scotland.
no, no, there's some signs being held up, little music being played. Yeah,
Oh, they fucking
he's
hate
yeah.
him there, you know.
The world hates his ass. The world hates the
They caught
he
him cheating, playing golf with alone with himself. He cheated,
oh yeah, yeah,
even
yeah,
though
yeah,
he
yeah.
was,
I seen that. I seen that. Caught it on video. His caddy
yeah.
throwing the
I
ball
mean,
down for him. Threw it
he's
out
so
behind him, like
he's so
nobody would see it.
fucking pathetic. He's so
It it it
pathetic.
it, it it's uh, sometimes words
It's
escape me.
just like I don't
It's an
know how to.
indicator of who he is. That's what he
Yeah,
is. He's a cheat. He
yeah,
saw that guy throw the ball down, but
yeah.
he's going to walk over to it like, okay, here it is. No, it ain't. No, it ain't. You get a stroke, you asshole, and go back to where you hit it from before. Do this over again. Play the. Yeah, that's how come he's so damn good. That's how come his score is so low. Because he's got caddies that just, yeah, but, you know,
That's just it's just sympathy. It's just shows what kind of a man he is. He's just
exactly.
a
Exactly. He's a liar, a
he,
cheat, a thief, a convicted felon,
yeah,
a sexual predator, a draft dodger. There's a list of shit. That's what kills me. All
yeah.
of these
He's
things, and yet the Christian right just loves him. What? It just.
and you saw the South Park thing
Yes, I did.
where
Yes, I did.
where
Where he's in bed with the devil.
and the devil didn't even want to screw him, you know.
Well, I guess not. Did you see the size of that thing?
Yeah, I saw the size. It was like
I thought that was so neat. I thought that was
yeah.
so
I
neat.
mean the devil wasn't in the mood even. So
Mm-mm-mm. Hey, let me thank Diane
yeah,
Breed Garage, who came in with a $2 donation and said, fuck Trump and whoever supports him. Period.
yeah,
End of sentence.
100%,
Anybody that supports
100.
his ass at this point. You know, it's
Yeah.
just how far are they willing to just throw their dignity into, well, they got done anyway. Hello,
John,
DJ.
oh,
What's that? What's that?
I was going to add one more donation from
Oh,
your rant the other day.
I got it.
Diane Apotica, maybe $15.
Wow, really?
Yep,
Well, Diana?
Diane. I think it was
Diane.
Diane.
Well, thank you, Diane. I haven't checked my account anyway. I got my shit done on my car though.
That's good.
Went to the collision place. They did the estimate and all that shit. So it's not gonna cost. It
What
didn't cost
car?
me a dime. Uh,
Did you
I
crash the new car you got
I was in
from that?
I was in an accident. Yeah, I was in an
Someone
accident.
crashed
Oh,
into him.
Yeah, yeah. It was
okay.
yeah. Young lady had run a red light or trying to beat
Oh, really?
yeah, and yeah. As a matter of fact, I was telling the adjuster today because in my eyes, the damage on my vehicle is relatively really minor. I'm surprised, you know, of what
Was
little
that
damage because the
was
other
that
vehicle, oh, maybe that was bad. It had to be towed away. Yeah, it
was
wasn't going
Oh,
to
that the
drive
vehicle
nowhere.
you were gifted last year?
Yes, yes.
Oh,
By
really?
shaking me
Okay.
bones. That is
Yeah.
the forerunner that
How is
is
she
the death.
doing? Are you still in
I
contact
hope
with
she's
her?
doing fine. She's still out there. She's still out there.
Are you still
So
talking to her? I mean, do you still have contact? Are you still talking to
What
her
is
or
this?
checking up?
Yes. That's yeah. That's
After the
between
show,
us.
I like to, because I was trying to hook you
That's
up on Facebook, but I mean, you didn't accept my friend invite.
well. I to be honest, I haven't checked, you know, friend requests on Facebook in a while. I've got
Okay.
52,000 on Facebook. I don't
Oh,
know if
really? Okay,
yeah,
I get
yeah,
it. It doesn't matter then, you know.
yeah. Hey, let
Yeah.
me thank Susan Rotella who came in with a $20 donation. Thank you, Susan. I appreciate it tremendously. Uh, DJ,
Yes,
how
John.
are you
You
doing?
know, oh, I'm doing okay. How are you?
I'm hanging in there, brother.
Well, I'm glad you didn't get hurt
Every
in your
day.
accident.
Huh?
You know the three words that will destroy a man's ego?
What 3 words?
Is it in?
DJ, you know, this is a family show.
Yeah.
Well,
You
Trump,
know,
Trump,
this is Blue Dot
Trump
family.
and the
Yeah.
devil, and Trump and the devil. So
I've never heard
I
those
had to.
words, by the way. I just put the.
I never heard those words either, you
Yeah, I've
know.
never
No,
heard
no,
it.
none of us have. You know, but
And if you
yeah,
keep it up,
Got
Mr.
anything on
is
the
gonna.
political nature there, DJ?
yeah. Well, are you guys familiar with the deal that
Oh God.
Canada and Mexico struck to totally um, steer clear, avoid the United States? They're building a rail um, system up Mexico. There is
An
a
intercontinental railway.
yeah, well, yeah, basically, and they're also having container ships. They're building and well, beefing up ports just in Mexico so they can go around the United States to ports in British Columbia, and they, there will be absolutely um, uh, no trade touching the U.S. soil in this agreement. Everything is going to go around so that everything is tariff free. I'm sorry, can't talk. I'm stuttering. Everything is
Yeah,
tariff free
that
in
tariff
this
free.
deal.
Yeah, don't
So
have to
that's
pay
what
tariff.
and they're saying that this could be the future. This may be not just with Canada and Mexico, but it might happen with other countries around the world. So I hope it does, because Trump is getting what he deserves, and
Yeah,
unfortunately,
unfortunately, we'll
these
be the ones
people
to suffer for it.
are going to be the people who suffer. Yes,
Yeah,
not him.
that's going to be no. He don't give two shits. The
But
wealthy,
I'll
could,
tell
you
you,
know, they're going to be really good shape. They're going to be making money.
we're going to be. They're already, maggots who are bitching
They're,
about the
the
prices
economy
at
right now.
Walmart.
You know, I don't know what the damn news calls it. Right now, you go to the grocery store, you go buy shit. It's costing you a lot more. There's not as much in that basket, and then when you go up there, the price ain't what you was expecting, and you're going to yourself, what the fuck? What? Where?
Well,
What did I do?
They
What did
said
I
that
buy? You know, nothing. The regular shit you always do. That
when they
that that.
interviewed the maggots about Walmart and the price of food, they were all pissed off because they're just what you said. It costs more, and
Well,
there's not.
you know,
It's
his
bad.
policies are going to affect everybody, Republican and Democrat. If you're on the lower scale of the income level, yeah, it's going to affect you big time. You
Well,
know,
there's
if
another
if
thing
you're on
that
the
could
upper
affect
scale, it might piss you off, but you'll be fine. You know,
the people
it's going
under
to cost
30
them
that they
too. When you get up to the
the
big boys, so yeah, they're just going to make money hand over fist. You know,
yeah. Well,
that's
the
what that'll
maggots
be.
under 30, the conservatives under 30, none of them there are supporting his stance on Israel with Netanyahu. And so um, it, they're saying well, this is from Bannon. Bannon said that this is going to be part of the Trump downfall. The under 30 maggots do not support
Well,
Israel, and they're not going to, they're mad at Trump for supporting Israel. So,
good.
uh,
Whatever it takes to get them off their damn idiot horse, or you know, I don't care what it takes for them to wake up, see the handwriting on the wall and what this man is and what he's doing, and he's
oh,
doing a lot.
Netanyahu is a liar, just like Trump. I mean, he said that food is not getting into the Gaza Strip for the Palestinians because of Hamas and other groups stealing the food and not letting it get to them. That was his
It's
excuse.
bullshit. That's bullshit.
It's all bullshit.
You know,
The truck's getting, it's so bad over there. What do you expect the people that are left gonna do? They're starving to death. They see a food drop. You think they're gonna get in line in a single file and just say thank you very much? No,
that's just bullshit.
they're desperate.
They are completely blocking everything. People have been trying to deliver food, but they've been blocked by Israeli soldiers. So that's bullshit. They want to starve the people in Gaza.
Israel just needs to pull the fuck out of Gaza completely.
Yeah.
There's nothing left of it. That's what's so, look at the damage that's been done. There's nothing left. What are you doing? Just how much suffering can you deal out?
The children looks like,
doesn't give a shit.
The children in Gaza looks like the people who were rescued from the concentration camps in Germany in the 40s.
It's like Netanyahu is looking at the Palestinians in Gaza the same way Hitler looked at the Jews in Germany.
Yeah,
it's
exactly.
The same exact viewpoint. And
yeah,
that's what's so it's sickening about Israel's fucking assault on this.
Yeah.
How can you do this?
No, it's
it's in your own
he
history.
Should be.
I don't.
He should be tried in an international court of law for crimes against humanity.
He is being tried as a criminal in Israel, isn't he?
Yes, he's got charges.
He's wanted in The Hague. There is a warrant for his arrest in Hague for the international.
I believe you're right. I believe I did see a story about that.
So how does that work? Hopefully he leaves it.
They're going to do the same thing as they did. Remember that in the 90s when the Serbs were killing Albanians in Balkan,
in Serbia,
and they got the Serbian leaders and they prosecuted them and they died in prison. That's what they want to do to Netanyahu, and if that happens, he deserves.
The difference is Netanyahu's got support. He's got support here in the United States, big time.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say with the Jewish community, but with Trump in this administration.
Trump and even a lot of the fucking Democrats support him.
Well, they get money from what is it? AIPAC? They're getting money from people.
We got to get money out of politics.
Yeah.
You got to make it illegal for there to be any kind of contribution to this shit.
There's the dream we all wish we could do, is remove big money from politics. But our politics, our elections never end. It's a political season, constantly nowadays, and
it doesn't need to be that way.
No, it doesn't.
That could be shortened too.
As a matter of fact, it wears you out. That.
By the way, a senator a senator makes almost $200,000 a year. That's a good.
Excuse me. What? 200,000? Chump change. That's what they get paid. It's not what they make.
Yeah, but
they make a whole lot more, baby.
Yeah, but the salary itself is pretty good.
Their salary.
They're not reliable.
It's sort of.
It should be enough. A lot of us are under the same impression that the U.S. Congress, the House of Representatives, and the Senate, if you're a congressman or a senator, you should not have access to your funds,
inside your trading and blah blah blah.
Yeah, all your stocks, bonds, all that kind of stuff. No, you can't do that because the temptation to vote on an issue depending upon how it's going to affect your bottom line, well, that's not good.
Well, in the news today,
blind
John,
trust, that's what I'm saying. They should put their money in a blind trust.
But did
You
you
know,
hear about Fetterman and three other, um, I don't know if I guess senators
Fetterman.
and representatives today? It was in the news that 2 days before they voted on the AI issue, that these guys went out and bought a lot of stock in some of the AI companies because they knew that,
And we've seen this story in the news before with other congressmen and senators, you know, of them playing the market, pulling their money either out of the market or buying a certain stock right before something happens.
hmm well,
And
Fetterman did it. They're the losers that did
I'm
it.
sure every one of them do it. That's the sad part.
Fe-
That, you know, we're talking about Fetterman getting caught at it or something, but I think every one of them do it.
Fetterman has
Well,
been a huge disappointment. He
And
used to
what is
be like,
the temptation to do that? You
he's an
know,
asshole.
the insider trading, and they're getting away with it.
Yeah.
that should be a law, and we should do away with Citizens United. Corporations are not people. They're
And you know what?
conglomerates. They're big
You
money.
can blame. There's a lot of Democrats like Nancy Pelosi. She's been fighting tooth and nail to keep the arrangement so that congressmen and senators can continue to do inside trading. Her husband has made
Not not
millions
not
on
not insider
inside.
trading. Just trading.
Yeah.
It's only
No,
insider
they
trading
use
if you get caught.
yeah, but I mean they use information
Yes,
because
they do.
uh, and Nancy Pelosi, oh, her explanation, oh, what's wrong with Congress people
In my
investing their
opinion,
money in?
point to one. They're all doing it.
Yeah,
That's the sad. You know, you
but
can't pin this just on one of them. If one is, they're all doing it.
no, but
They're all
Democrats
arranging
shouldn't be doing
their
that.
stock portfolio according to what the legislation is that's in front of them.
Left politicians should not be doing that because they should have a different standard than Republicans. That's what I'm saying.
Well,
We
I
should
it
think
have a
that
happened.
better standard,
It
yeah,
and the
happened with
standard should be a blind trust in your investments. You just shouldn't know anything about your investments,
well,
anything.
I was on the Planning and Zoning Commission in the city where I lived, a suburb of St. Louis, for 6 years. And I can't tell you how many times this one company tried to bribe me so that they could get their way. And they tried to bribe me by giving me gifts or by selling me things that I wanted at a super cheap price, like this Christmas.
Did it work?
Uh,
Did it work,
no,
DJ?
no,
Okay,
no,
good. I'm
no, it
just
didn't
checking
work.
on you, brother.
I just let them bribe me.
I'm
As
just
a
checking
matter
on
of fact, they didn't want an island put in the road that led into their back warehouse because they said their trucks couldn't get in. Well, I'll tell you this now because nobody. It's been years and years and years ago. They were fighting it in court and they were trying to get an injunction to stop the island from being put in. Well, I went out and bribed the contractor to get it done before they could get the injunction with my own money.
Mm.
There you
So
go.
I went the opposite. I went the opposite way. So if you're going to try and pull that crap on me, I'm going to pull it on you,
Pull it on
and
you.
I did.
Turn it around on
And the island got put in.
them. Hey,
I made sure.
let me call out a appreciation to Fox Wolf Warrior who came in with a $5 donation and said, to get everything I wanted in this lifetime, I had to put my beliefs on the front line. That's where they should be. That's where they should be. And I'm
Oh,
not
John,
talking.
speaking of the front line, and I don't know what district it is, but I think it's like District 10 or something in Texas. This is his name Johnson or something like that, who's running in the district. Um, got arrested at a hearing on the redistricting a couple days ago. And then
Right.
as soon as he got out, 30 hours later, he went right straight to the next town and where the hearing was, I believe it might have been Houston or somewhere. He went right straight from the jail to the next hearing and made sure that he got his uh, piece said
Voice.
in front of the people. And the people in the audience cheered him when he walked in. They
Yeah,
cheered clapped
Yeah.
for him because he even though he got arrested, he wasn't backing down. He came right back
Good.
and right back in and started the same
I
thing
think
with
that's
the
where the Texas legislation is right now. The Democratic side is. That's what this.
yeah.
Made
And I'm not telling secrets because it was in the news that they're trying to raise funds for a possible uh, escape from Texas. That, I don't know what the correct legal term for it is, but it's like a quorum. You break in a quorum, or probably not.
Right, they won't have a
Right.
quorum
Yeah, if they're not in the state to vote, then they can't vote. The vote can't happen, and that's what this vote is they're trying to redistrict the state, and
But
they
you're
have the votes to do it. They can do it if they want to.
he wants to arrest them if they do it.
If they yes, that's what happened last time. Abbott sent out police, Texas state police, to try to arrest them, track them down to where they were, to force them to come back. Isn't it pitiful that that's the extent that we have to go to try to stop them from cheating their ass off in front of God and everybody? Because that's what this is. They want to redistrict all of a sudden before the 26 elections.
Well, as Newsom said, I think they've got 13 districts they could create compared to the 8 or so that Texas is trying to create. So,
normally in my head, I would say, it's not good for us to do it if we're bitching about them doing it. But if we can't stop them, then what's good for the goose is good for the gander. You got to play the game they're playing.
Well, Newsom said he's going to do it if Texas goes
hurts
through.
our whole political system, though.
Well, you got to fight fire with fire.
That's what it's come down to. The Republicans have put us in this position of either doing what they're doing, or just stand back, take it on the chin, and let them retain the House and the Senate and pick up seats.
You can't do that because the consequences is. I mean, the stakes are too high now. You can't let. I mean, you can't play poker with somebody.
So I'm all behind them. Leave the state. Go visit Uncle Bob. Whatever it is you want to do.
Have tried to do it the right way for far too long. Now we have to do it whatever way we can get it done. In fact, the Marine Close Combat Handbook, the first paragraph says fight dirty, and it's time for all the liberals and Democrats to fight dirty because it's the only way we're going to win.
We have to stand up. That's the only, I can't get away from the thought of just the Constitution itself. We the people. That's it.
Well,
that's
Don,
it. In a nutshell, we the people. Either we do this shit, or we're going to watch this nation just. Diana Mallory. Hey, Diana Mallory just came in with a $10 donation and said, "Hey, Blue Dots, I am still out here, not doing the news except for the obituaries. Every day I check for one name. Love y'all, miss you." Diana Mallory, bequeather of the gong and secret squirrels. I'm tickled to death to see your name, baby. I hope you're doing well. Evidently, you're not doing that great. Damn.
John, I have 2 strikes on me on TikTok. 3 strikes, and they're going to ban me.
Well, you shut.
Yes, but they're not going to get a chance. I want to tell you what happened to me on TikTok.
What happened?
I've been watching Midas Touch, and they had a video called "All Hell Breaks Loose Across the Nation," and I watched it, and all it was videos of ice raids, the whole thing, about 10, 12 minutes long. So I got really pissed off, and I did a video on TikTok about the ice raids and what we should do to try and stop it and all this. Well, guess what? They just cut it all but about the introduction. That's all that was left.
I was just listening to Midas Touch.
Wiped the rest of it away, and they just totally deleted everything in the video except for the introduction. So, I'm leaving TikTok on the 5th of August because I don't want to be any part of M2. I don't want to have any part of Google Meta 2. When they come in, I'm leaving.
DJ, I have a question for you. How old are you? You sound like you're 30, right?
He's about 42. He's 42. Don't let him lie to you. You know,
Yeah.
he tries to come on with this old man persona. But
Yeah,
I know
that's
the guy.
bullshit.
I know the guy.
78.
He's
Yeah.
about 42, I think. Mr.
78
Stud
this
Muffin. Likes going
Yeah.
to the
year.
beach and flexing his muscles, stuff like that.
Well,
Yeah,
what
he does. Yeah.
they don't tell you when you're young is it shrinks when you get old.
I'm
Yeah.
telling you that,
I'll get-
getting old, you always hear those cliches. Well, getting old isn't for the weak, but yeah, no shit. Point to a part.
No.
It freaking hurts.
It's, a,
And it
it's
doesn't
like
help
a
to go
term
walking
you
up top of
can't focus on
bridges.
the-
Yeah, okay, we don't really want to know.
Did you
You
see
know,
the, did you see
getting
the
old,
video
it-
I posted,
uh,
Miss Chick? Of
Of
my
you
walk
walking
up?
on the bridge?
Yeah.
I did.
It was only
You got
35
wet.
seconds. I got that soaked. Baby, on the way
So-
down, you see us on a nice, beautiful day going up the bridge, and then you see this shot at the top of the bridge where I'm sitting down. The reason I'm sitting down isn't because I'm tired. It's the
Yeah.
rain is starting, and I've got my back to the damn rain, trying to keep my front part dry, and then it just piss on it. It started pouring down rain, and you're stuck at the top of this brand new bridge, and it's a long way down. And you got no.
Well, as long
choice
as
but
there's
to
no
start
thunder
walking.
and lightning, you're good. It's
Yeah.
okay.
No, we just
Get
had
wet.
that. We just had a thunderstorm roll through here a few minutes.
I'll tell you
ago.
exactly what I do. I put my head into it because I remind myself I've marched farther in bad weather before with a pack. All right, this is
Yeah.
nothing.
Right.
Just age difference. Fuck that shit. You can do this. Let's go.
Have you
Yeah.
ever ridden a
That's
motorcycle
the
in the rain?
attitude. The reality is, every step my knees are killing me. My shoulders are bad, man. I can't.
Yeah.
It sucks. It sucks. But what are you
sucks.
gonna
Yeah.
do?
Well, no, it sucks. That's right.
Yeah,
You know?
getting old sucks.
And I'm 8 years older than you, John.
I know, bullshit. 42. I'm telling you, y'all. He's 42 years old. He tries to run
Yeah,
us
he
over.
lies.
Yeah.
He's-
I'm 10 years older than John, and he knows it. I'm
You're
I'm a
80.
very
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm 80.
Yelly Man's
I'm
very,
80.
very old.
Yeah.
Well, I'm
96, I think.
you're
Or something.
behind you. I'm
96.
2 years.
Yeah,
Yeah, we're as old as we let ourselves pretend to be.
yeah.
Age
Mentally,
is a
I
number.
feel old.
I've always considered that age is just a number.
Morgan Fairchild. Yeah, that's it. That's the ticket.
Yeah, that's the ticket.
Question
No,
for you,
I'm
John.
fine. In my
John,
mind,
could you-
anyway. Wait a minute. This just in.
I just need you to shut
Oh.
the fuck up. Somebody asked you, bitch. I need you to shut the fuck up, bitch. Shut the fuck up, bitch. Just shut the fuck up, bitch. Shut the fuck up, bitch. Bow,
See, I
bow,
just
shut the
I knew
fuck
that.
up. Shut the fuck up. Bow, bow, shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Bow, bow, shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Bow, bow.
I needed a smile on my face. That's what that was.
Point
And that does
point
it.
taken, John. Point taken. I was trying to interrupt you, so I get it.
John,
Oh, I didn't even hear that part. Were
No,
you?
I was.
Were you trying to
I was-
interrupt
I
me?
just need you to
Yeah,
shut the fuck up. Somebody asked you, bitch.
I'm messing with you.
John, I was going to ask you a little bit because I saw this documentary about Ann Richards, which I think was a hell of a governor for
She
you
was
in
a
Texas.
hell of a governor.
Yeah,
She was a hell of a woman.
yeah. Did you ever meet her?
No, I never got to meet her. I wish there are two women in Texas that I really admired. Molly Ivins and
Yeah, she was a
Governor
journalist. She was
yes,
terrific.
she was a terrific journalist and had an
Yeah.
insight into Texas and wrote about it.
How is Ann Richards able to win in Texas? Because I'm just puzzled to death by that she was able to win. But I guess didn't she run against a fucking idiot? Who said
Yeah.
that if you were raped, if somebody raped, just
Sit back and enjoy it. It's like the weather. If you can't do anything about
Yeah.
it, sit back and enjoy it. Yeah. What was his name?
I don't know, but I don't know who the hell she was running
remember
against.
Miss
But
Chick?
Pardon?
Do you remember what his name was? The guy that
he was a.
I didn't hear what you were talking about because I had to let the dog out.
Oh. Is the dog okay?
The dogs are fine. They're back in.
Okay. All right.
I missed part of
let's
the
see if I
conversation.
can, Clayton Williams. What was his name?
I don't ring a bell.
Don't ring a bell. Yeah,
Clayton.
he was like Clayton Williams. Yeah.
We're talking about the guy a long time ago who stuck his foot in his mouth and he said that rape is like the weather, nothing you can do about it. You might as well sit back and enjoy it.
Yeah.
Oh,
Or something to those words, something to that effect.
that was a senator, wasn't it?
No, he was running for
I don't
governor
know
of
what
Texas.
the hell he was.
He was
Well,
running
governor
for
of
governor of Texas.
He was he was running
I
against Ann
think it
Richards.
was the independent, I believe.
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
So I mean, that was probably why she won, because I mean, even the Bubba people in Texas thought that was a little bit too way too far. You know, I mean, come on. You know,
Yeah.
He ran
he was
against.
like he wanted the Bubba vote but they didn't like it, and then it was some scandal that he hadn't paid taxes for like 10 years or something like that. You know, that pissed people off too. So yeah.
You know, I got
Oh,
and I
I
got to
have
make
a
an
bit of.
apology. I got to make an
Go
apology
ahead.
to Mark because I should have read this. Mark Perkins just our Blue Dot greeter just came in with a $10 donation. I got to take my broken glasses off. It says, "Sniff Niff, you didn't read my poem, John. It took me 2 months to compose that one. I'm beside myself, Mark. I know." And YK Dollar D came in with a $2 donation and said, "Trump sucks at golf and democracy." Indeed, he does at both. Cheats at both too. Anyway, back to Mark's card that he sent me. He did write on it. He said, "For the years that we've known each other, John, and all that I do for you, I gave it some thought and decided today that a bill is long overdue." Insinuating that he was going to send me a bill for everything I did. No. You open it up, and it says it's not. I know it's not what you were expecting, John, but this bill you now see, I hope to put a smile on your face with this old greenback surprise from me. And underneath the bill was taped down, and I can't. Times being what they are, I had to use that, but I wished I had saved it for the show. And but underneath it was a challenge to Travis about does he think it's a real bill because of a donation that Mark had made a long time. And I think I still have that one, Mark. I think I still have that 20. It's in the box with the yes.
Has Travis ever seen a silver certificate?
I don't know if he's
The
ever
old
seen
$1
one, but
bill?
I know he knows what it is.
Oh, he knows what it is.
Yeah.
I mean, it's been so long since we abandoned the silver certificate dollar bill
Yeah.
that most people probably don't know what it is.
Oh, if they it's a collector's item nowadays.
Yeah, but these young
That's
people
where you
who've
could go to
never
the bank and demand $1 worth of silver.
right, exactly.
Silver certificate. Give me the silver. Nowadays you ain't.
The magic of the interwebs told me it was Clayton Williams who you were talking about.
Clayton Williams. That's who it was. That's who it was. Yeah.
Clady? Called him Clady?
Yeah. His persona was sitting around the campfire with a cowboy hat on with a coffee cup out there, just a good old boy on the range. That's the persona that he wanted to display.
I have some Missouri news. I have Missouri news.
What news out of Missouri?
There is a group of our community in northwestern Arkansas that you have to prove your European heritage, and you have to have white skin and blue eyes.
Yes. They're trying to expand a pure white community of total. Yes, ain't that some shit? With all the crap we got going on, we still got a community in Arkansas who wants to be all white. That's it.
Yeah, now they're coming to Missouri.
Really?
There's a few of those. There's a few of those around the country.
Make laws against that kind of shit.
They're just south of Springfield. 30 miles from Springfield is Branson, So somewhere around Branson is where they're going to expand to.
That's just it's disgusting. What can I say? Hello, Sammy.
Hey, John,
Very.
everybody.
But
I just been watching a few, obviously, lots of shit going on, but
a lot of shit.
DJ was talking about the how Mexico and Canada, but the EU's a big part of that. I mean, they made a deal with Canada. They're going to put a bunch of money into the Northern Corridor. All new rail lines. They're putting a bunch of money into their ports.
Why would they be doing that?
I mean,
why would they?
we're going to be a desert. I mean, not only are our crops rotting in the fields right now,
tariffs all over the damn place. It's open,
I mean,
they're going to find different trading partners, different routes.
No, I mean, and it works. It's the best thing that ever happened to Canada and Mexico. I really think so. I mean, is Trump getting in here because they're finding new ways to make it work, where it wouldn't before. So, and
They have
then
a reason to. Everything was going smoothly.
right, and then I tell you what, they're getting, they get rid of all these, all the food stamp aid or, the SNAP aid and all that shit. Well, there's not going to be any vegetables for anybody to buy anyway. They're going to be too goddamn expensive. It's just,
They're getting rid of all the immigrants.
I know, it's a perfect storm for a
this whole plan
depression.
Through.
I know.
To me, it's a bunch of racist bullshit that they sold, and that's you got to just look at what Trump sold since he came down the freaking elevator. All right, we all know the only reason he jumped in the ring was because Obama. Oh, how dare America elect a black president, and we saw that come out of the woodwork with their tea baggers and the signs they held up and all that shit, the racist bullshit. That's what Trump did. He allowed the worst of our society to crawl out from underneath their rocks and act like they are a participant within our society. And they're not. They're a tick on our society. They suck the blood out of us.
No, and somehow the minority is just killing this country in a way that, wow, it's going to take forever to get this shit back. I mean, just our economy is going straight to the shitter. I mean, the red states are all going.
The damage he's already done.
I don't know. The red states are going broke.
That?
I think that's the greatest thing.
That's going to be the interesting part of this, is because if you do look at the statistics and who benefits most from government programs, it's Alabama, it's Mississippi, it's a lot of red states down there in the South that benefit the most.
Of
Tennessee,
monies go to red states.
These are states that soak up a whole lot of the federal dollar, and all of a sudden, that money's going to dry up, baby. So it's going to hurt them. What are they going to do then? We're starting to see the cracks, but it's because of the Epstein thing, not because they've come to the realization that they're chumps for, letting a thief into the bank.
When I worked in Alabama, all of the construction was done by immigrants, mainly Mexicans. And in those ICE raids I was talking about, the videos I watched today,
right,
there was one Mexican guy up on the roof of a house way up there, and ICE was trying to talk him down, and he wouldn't come down. You just on the roof, he would not come down.
Come get me.
Please come down. Please come down, because we're going to send you to Sudan in fucking concentration camp.
It's pitiful. It is. Some of the things. And every time I can't help but think of the video I seen of the guy that got arrested at the IHOP that was just out there doing yard work, with his weed eater, and a whole crew of damn ICE agents or whoever they were and masked men came and just, the way they do that shit.
Well, in Oregon, John, one of the videos that happened in Oregon,
tell me law enforcement.
Iranian,
like law enforcement. Go ahead.
This Iranian chiropractor got arrested in Oregon, taking his daughter to child care. And when he stopped at child care, they wanted him to roll his window down. He only rolled it down halfway. And ICE went and started beating, and they busted out the window and drug him out of the car and arrested him. And the kid was still sitting in the car.
Isn't that a nice thing? That's America, baby. That's Trump's America right there.
Boy.
Does that sound like what should happen on our streets?
The ICE agents manhandled the principal of the daycare, who came out. The principal of the school came out, and ICE.
Well, that's where we are. That's who we are today, I guess. You know, that's what's happening. That's what we're allowing.
And in one other video, ICE was
Use
going to
your voice,
mace
baby.
a woman who was trying to get a phone number to call to help the guy. And ICE, the one ICE guy, pulled out his mace and started to mace the woman who was trying to help the guy give word to his family where he is, that he'd been arrested. And they threatened to mace her.
Yeah, I seen a thing yesterday where almost every arrest they made of protesters in LA, they dropped almost every case because the ICE agents were lying about what happened. You know,
Yeah.
it's like, holy shit,
Well,
man.
I know you're against violence, John, but I think that if you're going to go out there and get involved with these ICE things, you should carry your own mace, and if they come up with it, let them have it. I'm sorry.
Oh,
If they
absolutely.
threaten it, I'll mace them. You know, it's that simple.
I can't.
You know?
I just have a thing. You know, that's what he's looking for. He's looking for
I'm
a
from Detroit.
reason to initiate martial law. That's my concern. Is that we get involved in a situation, and violence breaks out, in whatever form it takes. And you know, because he's gonna suck it up. Any little thing that happens, he's gonna blow it out of proportion to use National Guard troops.
Martial law won't stop all the violence. If it gets
Martial
really
law
violent,
will stop
do
an election.
Right.
He's not worried about
and
stopping the
people
violence.
don't have to
Martial
vote,
law will
they
stop.
come-
It'll stop an election.
It will,
that's
but
the
if
concern.
people don't have their vote, they're going to
Well,
become more violent.
If we lose
That's a
our
no.
right to vote, then we lose control. Any control.
Throughout history-
Might as well be sit down, shut up, and drink your vodka.
Well, throughout
That's-
history, people, when
'cause
they
that's what
lost
he
their
wants
vote,
us.
like when violence occurred, when civil wars occurred, and so on. It's all
We
been
can't have a civil war. I don't give a fuck what
We
anybody
can't.
says. We can't do that. That's not logistically a conception. How does that? What shape does that look like? I'll tell you what shape it takes. It takes neighborhood by neighborhood. That's what it is. There's no
Right.
dividing line. There's no
Right.
big army on one side, one on the other side. It's going to be fucking neighbor against neighbor. And how long do you
Absolutely.
think this country? Yeah, how long do you think it fucking lasts, DJ? When we're all fucking
Well,
dead in the street?
I don't
Who
know, but,
declares victory then?
I don't know, but I'm telling you that we are headed in that direction. There's just no two ways about it. We're headed towards something like that.
So what
And,
you're saying is, well, we might as well just throw up our hands and just fuck this shit. Let's get our weapons and just see what happens. No,
No, what I'm
that's not
saying
what we're gonna do.
is that if you can't vote, then you become violent. That is a known fact throughout the history of the world. It's always happened. When people cannot
Those who
have a
don't
vote,
learn from
they-
history are doomed to repeat it.
That's right, and it's going to be repeated. Because if they take our vote away, then it really will happen. No, I'm besides that.
DJ, I'm
at
sorry,
the-
buddy. I can't. No. That's
I'm
not
at
our.
the
That's
point-
not our option.
John.
That's not an option.
Well, I'm sorry,
That plays
John, but
right
I'm at
into
the
his
point
fucking
where
hands. And if
I
you
feel
if-
like the vote doesn't
I
count
know
anymore.
you own weapons. If you take that weapon out, who are you gonna?
I'm not even talking about weapons. I'm saying I'm at the point where everybody says, well, vote, get out the vote, get out the vote. I'm at the point where I don't think the vote counts anymore. And I don't think that...
That doesn't mean you don't try and vote.
Well, I vote. Don't get me wrong, I vote. But I truly don't believe that in the future our vote is going to be able to do the things that we think that it always has done.
Then we make corrections in the policies and everything. You know, I can't. I'm not ready to just dilute into a big pool of fucking let's shoot everybody.
No, we
And
need
I
to
hope-
rise up, but
and
we
I
don't
hope
need
that
to
I'm gonna
rise
work-
up in violence. That's not.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not ready to do that either, John, but I'm just saying that...
You're saying it's
watching-
inevitable and it's going to happen.
I'm
That's what
saying
you're
that
telling
it's
me,
a very good
DJ.
possibility. It's
And
a very
I think
good
we have the
possibility.
ability to prevent that.
I hope
Because
I
that
hope you're
does
right
play
about that.
that plays right into fucking what he wants. He wants us to be violent. He wants us to pick up arms against him. That's exactly what he wants. Put out the
Well,
National Guard, martial law all over the fucking country. We're going to do away with elections until it's over. And guess what? It will never be over. And he remains
well, if I was
president.
governor of the state and they tried to federalize my National Guard, I'd stand up and I'd say, no, you can't do it. And then they'd probably arrest me, but that doesn't matter. And I, in my videos, I did a video talking to the National Guard saying, stand up and say no. If they want to federalize you and send you to another state to help ICE, just stand up and say, no, I won't go as the National Guardsman. Just
Absolutely.
no, I won't go.
It's in the oath, and I remind people of that. It's in the oath. They have to obey
So,
every
don't
lawful
do it.
order, every lawful
Yes.
order.
And I urge them to not go because these orders are not lawful. So that's how I've talked to the National
That
Guard
would be
in my video.
that would be my wish also. Hey, let me thank Diana Mallory, bequeather of the gong and secret squirrels, and came back in with another $5. Just let me know she broke her wrist in June and just got her cast off today, so now she can go swimming. I beat you to it. I went swimming already. That too. Anyway, Diana, jump in, baby. Get wet. Thank you. I appreciate that. Damn, how'd you break your wrist? That hurt. That had to hurt. Boy, howdy shit.
You know what, John? I can't stand up straight. 2 days ago, I went in my basement because the condenser on my furnace, the hose that goes down the drain got clogged, and the water ran down in my basement floor and got all over the floor. And I had cardboard boxes sitting on the floor. You pick them up, the cardboard sticks to the concrete. I'm down there scraping cardboard off the concrete, and all Sunday afternoon. And when I get up the next day and stand up, I have to lean forward because I can't straighten up all the way.
Yeah.
I mean, I did something to my back.
It's hell when we get
It's
old.
the
ain't it?
weirdest thing, you know?
It's hell when we get old. Hello, Adrian.
Hi, John. How you doing?
I'm hanging in there, baby. How are you?
I'm doing the same thing. I
That's
do
it.
understand the frustration that, they're beating us down. But they can't, that's just one way to defeat us, and we can't let them beat us down, as
No.
frustrating as it gets.
Yeah.
Well, every time I watch Ice videos, it just makes me so mad, so upset. It just makes me sick to my stomach.
Um,
It's our voice, baby. That's
Yeah,
what we
I
have to
mean-
remember.
Exactly.
This is our process. This is our system, and it depends upon the participation of the population.
Exactly.
And our elections are all about, especially midterms. They say it's all about the enthusiasm on either side. Who's more apt to get out and vote? Because there is a lot of apathy in this country. There's a lot of people that just shrug and say, well, there's nothing they can do about it. Prices are up, gas is up, jobs are scarce, things are getting tough. Well, there's nothing you can do. Just, suck it up. And because they're busy every day trying to live life. And
Well-
it is, especially for, remember when we were younger.
In electric vehicles, John, I mean, I have an electric truck, and people say, oh, well, that's not helping the environment. That's not doing anything because the plants that generate the electricity use coal. I mean, I'm here to tell you that I've had this truck for a year now, over a year, and my electric bill only went up $5 a month, and I charge it every
Wow.
night.
There you go. It's a whole lot
Oh, do you
cheaper
have
than
an
gas, ain't
electric
it?
car?
I have
Do you
an
have an
F-150, a Ford F-150 Lightning, all electric.
Oh, that's cool.
That's a
300
half-ton
miles.
truck. That's a half-ton truck.
Yeah.
To be,
Both those things-
that's what an
doesn't that have, like-
F-150 is.
Yeah.
Doesn't that have like 750 horsepower though?
No, it doesn't.
No?
No, but I can beat anybody off the market when I'm trying to merge on
Right,
the
well-
highway because I
Yeah,
can
those-
do 60 in about 3 seconds.
Yeah, exactly. Right.
There's no transmission in it. The torque in those electric motors, and it is a 4-wheel drive, meaning I got a motor in front for the front wheels, and a motor in back for the rear wheels, and because of that, they all engage. And, I have a lot of horsepower, but if you're talking about the 600 or 700 horsepower, you're talking about the new Dodge, not the Challenger, but the Charger, the Daytona. The Dodge Daytona Charger is all
But
electric.
Yeah.
DJ, if you really want horsepower, why don't you join the Amish?
Join the what?
The Amish. The Amish.
The
Yeah.
Amish.
It's
because
cheaper than
Oh,
they're
batteries.
real.
We have
Yeah.
quite a few in Michigan, don't we, Mr. Pick?
We
have a
them
lot
here.
of-
We have a lot of Amish down here.
But if I
Yeah.
want
In
horse,
fact, I go to Mathis occasionally. There's a horse-drawn carriage over there with a lot of
I
vegetables
mean,
and
you
stuff. I
you
stop in
you
there
would
and buy some.
you would slide right in, John, because you already had a bear. So I mean, that'd be
Yeah, there
you
you
would
go.
be yeah.
Yeah, I'd fit right in.
if I want
Yeah.
if I want
Yeah.
horse, I'll go out and
Yeah, I don't
uncover
think
my
so.
500 horsepower Dark Horse Mustang that's sitting out there.
John
It's
be out there
500
growing pot, not corn.
The-
What do you got in them
the-
fields, John? Anyway,
Hey John,
Yes, wait.
I'm gonna jump out of here real quick, and I wouldn't mind hear what the dangerous one has to say. Daryl's always got good things to talk about, so if you don't mind pulling him up, I'd appreciate it.
well, as soon as you get your ass out of here.
Yeah, I know, right?
I'm
Hey,
just giving
yeah, I
you
know,
shit, brother.
I know. Peace and love, everybody. We'll see you in the
Sammy,
blue
thank
room.
you for coming in, brother. Thank you for coming in. All right, let's pull the pin on this one and get Dangerous up here and see what he's got to say.
And let's just thank Benjamin Bowen, who just donated $10. It's not going to ding.
Oh, it just came. Benjamin Bowen just came in with a $10 donation. I see it in my chat. Benjamin, thank you very much. Appreciate that tremendously. Yeah, I do. Dangerous.
Sammy is
What
funny.
the hell are you doing?
Sammy is funny. That is hilarious. He has to leave the room just to go ahead and give some space for me.
Yeah, that's what shit. We might have to kick out 2 or 3 more.
Yeah.
Hey, I just got some interesting news.
Just make
I got
sure
some
you got
interesting
space to
news.
swing the cat.
You guys,
Huh.
I got some interesting news for you.
What?
We're under tsunami watch. There was just an 8.0 earthquake off of Russia, and we've got a
Oh.
tsunami headed towards us here in Hawaii and probably the West Coast, etc. So, yeah,
and why aren't you
8.0
buckling down
off of the
and
coast
fattening the hatches?
of just minutes ago it just happened. I just got notification that there's a tsunami
Yeah, I mean,
watch.
Daryl, you're just like now. You're just like Sarah Palin because you can see Russia from your house.
Yeah, I can see the wave that may come though, but luckily I'm at 1,500 feet, and I don't know of any tidal wave that
I'm
can
looking
come
at
up to
news. There's
1,500 feet.
You know, they're covering a lot of news about the New York City gunman, and
You
that
talking
Yeah,
about
wall-to-wall coverage on that shit. And by the way, the
Yeah.
guy was from
Oh, yeah.
Hawaii. He was from Oahu. He actually he was born and raised over at Oahu in Honolulu, and he went to school here in Hawaii. And then in 2010, he moved to California, to Santa Clarita, and then he went to high school there. And then, of course, he moved to Vegas. So that's
Yeah,
about
they-
all that I
they
know.
left from
Can't figure out
Vegas.
his ancestry either. I mean, with
I
Tamura,
don't
that's
know.
a Japanese
It
name,
just-
but he
it's-
looks like he's black and Japanese. So I don't know. I tried to check into his ancestry, but we're all a
Does it
bunch of
matter?
toy dogs
Does it
out here in
matter?
Hawaii anyway.
The-
Yeah, no, it doesn't
the
really
part
matter.
that sticks
It
out to
doesn't.
me is that he has been twice had to be hospitalized, involuntarily hospitalized because of his mental state. All right, so twice
Right,
he's done
right.
that, and one of them was just last year. And
How can you get a
then I
concealed
think of the guy at
carry
Walmart with
permit?
the knife. You know, we have a
Yeah,
serious
how can you-
problem in this country with you know, and with
Mental
an
illness,
administration
right?
right now that has no inclination to put money into the healthcare system, much less mental health. You know, he's
How
taking
can a
away
person with
hotlines
mental
and shit
health
like
issues
that.
get a concealed? How can a concealed carry permit be given to somebody with? That's a red flag right there.
Well,
So
you
it
didn't have
happens
control.
on all the states. There's no communication about mental state in Missouri or Michigan.
But
When
then
you're
on that
buying
form,
firearms.
I'm
you
just-
have to
I'm just
sign.
thinking
You
of-
have to
of the
sign it, and that
overall
would be
we've
under
had-
perjury.
We've
It
had
would
That's
be
under
several
perjury.
guns.
You have to.
How about
You
one
can
at a
lie
time,
on it.
guys?
Yeah, one at a
But
time.
it's not. But okay, I was
You
going to say
think
it's not
you think
enforced.
they're worried about perjuring themselves if they're trying to buy
They're
a
not.
weapon?
No,
No, they're not
Hunter
worried about
Biden did
perjuring
the same
themselves.
thing.
No.
So go
Well,
figure.
which
Hunter
shooting are
did
you
the same.
talking about? I'm confused. Which shooting are you talking about? Because the
Well, they
one that
had-
happened at New York, is that the one you're talking about?
That's
Yeah,
the one
yeah,
that
yeah,
just happened.
That,
yeah.
yeah. Well, he
But there
killed
was another
one
one.
NFL
There was the
employee.
stabbing, and another prior to the stabbing, there was another shooting.
Well, he went after the NFL, but he got on the wrong elevator
Yeah,
because the building had two sets of elevators,
and he had
and he
never
did
been
not
in
go
the
up to the floor
NFL,
where the NFL was.
but he had a
And
thing.
he did
But
kill one NFL employee.
even he recognized that he had a problem. He
Right,
on his
because
suicide
that's why
note,
he was
he's leaving
there,
a note
Privy.
that he
What was
wants
it?
his brain examined. You
It
know,
was
Right,
in
because of the CTE,
the-
right? CTE, correct?
So that's-
CTE, the traumatic brain injuries that the NFL
Yeah.
guys get from whacking themselves in the head,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah,
Isn't that
well,
why he was there?
I have that.
that's
I have
that's the
that.
assumption that everybody's working on. That's
Oh,
why he was
CTE.
there.
What does that stand
And-
for? What does that stand for? CTE, anyway.
Don't
I
ask me.
forget.
It's
Something
probably
or other.
some Greek.
But,
It's some
uh,
traumatic
Basically,
brain injury, though.
means damage
Knocked
to
to
the
the head
cognitive
many
is
times.
what it means, but I can't remember what.
I-
Hey, let me thank
I have
Michelle
suffered
McKinley
that.
Barnett for coming in with a $2 donation through Super Chat. Michelle, thank you very much. I appreciate that.
Danger. What is it? Dangerous. I have
Yeah.
the traumatic brain injury
Okay.
syndrome. I was in a car accident. I was thrown forward, and I fractured my skull, and I had a
That'll do.
concussion. And at the time that this happened, they didn't know what the syndrome was. They didn't know what to
Right.
call it. They didn't know what was happening to me. They did
It's-
encephalograms on me. They did all sorts of tests, but they did not know what to call it, and they thought I had epilepsy.
So, what was the effects? I mean, what kind of effects did you have after it?
I had seizures for a year right after the accident. Okay, and
really?
yeah,
Okay.
and I also have had bouts with depression all my life, which is another symptom of the traumatic brain injury. Off and on, I've been depressed, and I have to pull myself out of it. Sometimes I lay in bed in the morning and I look up and I go, "Why should I get up? What
Yeah, you
why-
just feel like there's no hope. Right.
There's no hope.
So it's kind of a hopeless feeling. Gotcha. Okay.
So,
Wow.
you know, but
That's-
the main thing is that I still have the ridge in my skull, but in my eyebrow, the ridge where they cracked my skull, and I can feel where the skull's still separated or where it filled in and left like a ridge there, or a depression, I guess you would call it.
I guess
hit
there's
that
no
right
cure
there.
either,
Yeah.
right? There's no
Right there.
cure. I mean, the brain doesn't really repair
Mariella
itself.
Moffat.
I mean,
She broke my heart.
No,
so, wow.
it did one
I
thing
see the
for me.
chat is talking about an 8.7 earthquake happening in the Pacific.
Oh,
Yeah,
8.7, yeah. Oh, well, I just,
8.7.
my wife told me it was
The
8.0.
It's
Yeah.
the epicenter. And
Yeah, that's huge. That's fucking
big.
huge.
That's
8.7?
big.
That's fucking large, dude.
Yeah,
That's
there's
fucking
going to
huge.
be some waves from that, I'm sure.
Oh, there is going to be some waves. And I hope these
Yeah.
stupid Californians don't get their fucking surfboards out and try to surf fucking tidal waves, you know? Tsunami
You know
waves.
somebody
That's
will.
ridiculous.
You know somebody will.
Well, of course they will.
Somebody
Of course they will. Some idiot in Huntington Beach will do
And there'll
it.
be somebody out there with a camera. And we'll probably find
Yeah.
out. that
Yeah,
my
there will be.
son-
Yeah, I almost guarantee. Hey, look, I'm getting a tsunami wave.
Indeed.
And
indeed.
that scale is almost kind of exponential or logarithmic. That's
Manfred
why
West
it
says 8.0. There's a
Yeah,
big
that's why-
difference
Right.
between an
You remember the one
8.0
up in
and an
Alaska in the
8.7.
the one in Alaska, I think
CNN
was a
is saying
9.6.
8.0.
That one in 1960, the one that hit Hawaii.
Russia,
I mean, it
8.7.
literally killed people here in Hawaii back in the 1960s. That one off of Alaska, I think it was 9.6 off of Anchorage. And you
Oh,
know,
the one
really
that
weird.
devastated,
Just had a 6.7, or they had a 7.2 just last week, right off of the Kamchatka Peninsula. I looked, and yeah, they just had a major earthquake just a week
You
ago,
remember-
and here we go. Now 8.7. Wow.
In the 80s that flattened the Bay Bridge in San Francisco in 1983 or 4. I don't remember. but it flattened the Bay Bridge, which has 2 levels.
Oh, yeah, the
That was
880,
during
the
an
880
earthquake.
over in Oakland, right? I remember that.
Yeah.
It pancaked it. Same thing happened
Yeah.
down in L.A. when L.A.
Yeah.
had their earthquake. It just pancaked the fucking, double-decker
driven that
fucking
Bay
highway
Bridge.
right on top of everybody.
I used to drive that Bay Bridge all the time, going back
I
and
did too.
forth.
I
You
did
know?
too.
Several
I
times.
know that bridge very well.
Yeah.
So
And
do I.
it's really sad because could you imagine driving all of a sudden the entire thing just collapses on you and pancakes you? I mean, what the hell are you going to do? You're driving 60 and all of a sudden the thing just crushes you.
You're gonna
I mean,
die.
what are you going to do?
You're instant. You're gone in an instant. That's
You're gone in an instant.
And
I
they
mean,
do it
one
in
moment you're driving, the next minute you're flying through the universe, you know?
all the elevated highways that I used to
That's why I
drive
live
on.
where I live.
And they
Give me a hurricane any day. I can see the sucker coming. Probably have
No.
at least 4 or 5 days, 6
You're
days
right
advance
off the
notice. I can get
coast,
prepared.
right?
Here it comes.
Yes, you can.
Earthquakes and tornadoes.
Yeah.
No, that shit happens immediately.
Correct. Yep.
I saw that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
well, I'm in
earthquake, you have
tornado zone in Missouri. This is a tornado alley. Like I said, we had 5 tornadoes about a month ago that came through here. St. Louis, 5
Well,
tornadoes.
if you're a red state, you might
I
have
saw
a little
those.
chance
I
of getting
saw
some
those,
federal
and you know
help.
what? You guys
If you're
aren't
a
getting
blue
any
state,
help. You
piss
guys aren't
off.
getting any help on those tornadoes either.
No.
It's like everybody has to rebuild themselves. FEMA ain't even showing up. I saw that.
Yeah, we had to. My wife worked a table at the donations one Saturday where people could bring clothes and all kinds of donations because the people are not getting any help. These people who lived in the north part of the city that was demolished.
I saw. I mean, it was kind of isolated little events, but the fact it didn't even really hit anybody's radar as far as FEMA was concerned. So it's kind of like just do it on your own. Take care of your own community. You're on your own. That's kind of the way how this fucking administration deals with everything. You're on your own now.
Well, one of the sad things is not just that people aren't getting any help. It went through a neighborhood of homes that they're, do you ever see the movie Meet Me in St. Louis and the house that they were in? That's the kind of homes that were demolished when this tornado came through in North St. Louis. Old 1890s type structures were blown away. Beautiful old, just demolished.
Well, let's hope none of that happens tonight.
Probably just bricks. You know,
But
they didn't
that's a
have the
big
foundation
earthquake,
that
and
they
I'm
used
sure
to have.
there's going to be some damage.
Yeah, well, the
Yeah,
tornado.
there is. I'm going to have to go take a look at this. I'm going to have to go look at this a little bit
Yeah,
closer.
do that.
But I thought I'd bop in for a quick second. I'll let you know. Yeah, guess what? That shit happens in this world, and I'm sitting out here in the middle of the Pacific, so we might be affected.
Stay
Yeah.
up on the hill.
Well,
Stay
if
up on
we
the hill.
hear you gurgling, we'll know something
You'll be fine.
happened.
Hey, I got
You'll be
snorkel and fins. Don't worry about it. I can tread water
I'll
for a while.
handle it.
There
Okay.
you go.
Are you up on a
Anyway.
mountain or something?
Dangerous, thank you for coming in.
What's
brother.
up?
We appreciate it.
Hey,
You're-
thank you for
I'll-
having me too, John. And thanks
Yeah.
for everything. Okay.
You bet.
I just got terrible news yesterday. One of my
Oh,
friends that I lived in Washington with before I moved to Hawaii over 35 years ago almost.
right.
His son, who's now 30 years old, which I remember babysitting when he was just a little boy and his brother. And I just found out yesterday, I got a text message that he died of a fentanyl death. In fact, the toxicology report found alcohol, marijuana, and fentanyl in his system. And he was a very talented
What makes me think
guitarist.
it was the fentanyl.
Yeah, and I mean, this ain't the first person that I personally know to have this happen. So I don't know. It kind of stopped my day in its tracks. I mean, especially
Anytime
when
we
it's
lose
part of your
somebody in
ohana,
our
your
life, brother,
family, you know?
It's a
Yeah,
shock to the
I know
system.
people who have died from OxyContin.
Sorry to hear that, Sarah.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, you know what I tell people, and here's what I will tell everybody here, and you should tell other people. Narcan's absolutely free. You can go to your pharmacy; they'll give you 2. I keep one in my glove box because you never know when you might come up on a scene. You might be the person that saves somebody's
Right,
life
that's
before
good
the
advice.
paramedics get there. And I also keep
overdose.
one at my house and my butter tray in my refrigerator, just in case. But you never know, because if you don't have it on you, you could be driving down the road and see something happen on the sidewalk, and you could be the person that pulls over and saves that person's life because, when it takes minutes, paramedics may not be there. So I kind of highly encourage people to at least carry one around in their purse, their car or something like that, because you could be that person that saves that person's life. You never know.
Who
Trump's
doesn't
pulling
want to
the
be that
funding
person?
for NORCAN. Trump's pulling the funding for NORCAN. The federal funding.
Of course he is.
Now, oh, really? So we don't get it free anymore. They
So-
used to have vending machines where you could just go up and hit the button, and then it would dispense the thing of Narcan. I know they do that in Portland, et cetera, where there's a heavy heroin population
There's
there.
none of that down here in Texas, I guarantee you.
They have it in
Really?
Walmart on the shelf.
Yeah.
In
Well,
North Carolina.
Federal subsidies are
we
gone.
keep hearing about this shit. It ain't going away. Put it that way. It ain't going away. So do what we can do, and the best thing we
No,
can do
that's
is
wise
try to be
advice
prepared for
is
that
to
moment.
have Narcom
Yeah.
within your. Yeah, I'm going to do that because
Yeah.
I don't have one.
Because
I
the
don't.
pharmacy,
So
they
I'm
just
gonna
give
do
it to you
that
for
myself.
free. They don't really charge you for it, but maybe now they do. I don't know, but it can't be
I've
that
got good insurance.
expensive. I mean,
You
what's
shouldn't
it?
pay for it.
What's $10 to save somebody's life? You know?
Indeed.
Dangerous.
So-
I'm glad you
Indeed.
brought that up because somebody saved my brother's life.
Yeah.
So I'm so glad that you brought that up. That's a really
Yeah.
wonderful thing to do.
It's a great idea. I mean,
it is a
shit, we
great
drive
idea.
around in our cars. I don't know if the stuff is done. I don't know if it would decompose from the heat being in your glove box. I know it has an expiration on it, but it can't hurt. Put it that way. And I mean, especially for women.
It
I know my
can't
wife
hurt, and it
carries one
could
around
be-
in her purse all the time. My wife carries one in her
Outstanding.
purse all the time.
Outstanding.
So, for women, you guys carry around purses, and us men, I know we're not going to carry one around in our pocket, but if we got one in our truck or something right there in the glove box or underneath the fucking passenger seat or something that we can grab real quick and administer it, it's, when moments count, that's the trick. So,
Yeah.
anyway,
Or
I
if
just
And in those
you're,
moments
um,
it does. So yeah.
Oh, Daryl, if
Giving me-
you are an Amish, you can keep it in the carriage.
You can put it in the carriage.
yes.
You know that we
Anyway, I'm
have-
going to let you guys run. It's wonderful hearing everybody's voices. Thank you, John, for putting this
You bet.
together and
You
giving
bet.
us a space to be. And everybody that's
Table's
watching
always
this, hit
open,
that
buddy.
like button. Cool.
Indeed.
I'll catch you guys in the next couple days.
Oh,
And,
have a good one.
Stay
I hope
safe.
you're not washed
Aloha.
all
away.
right. Yeah,
Take care of
hopefully
yourself.
not. We'll talk to you a
See-
little bit later.
see-
Aloha.
All right.
see you later.
Thank you, guys.
Aloha.
See you now.
Take it easy, buddy.
As far as the Amish go, the city of Clare in Clare County has little bus stop things where they park their carriages with an overhang, so
There you go.
it don't have to be rained on.
There you go.
And they're all over the city there. That's a
Yeah.
small town. It's
I've
not
seen,
really a city.
I've seen a few of them on my travels up in that way, on the side
Yeah.
of the road. Yeah,
Yeah.
I always love to see them. They're living.
It's funny when
their
you're following
life.
one
They're
on the
living their
road.
convictions. And I
Well,
have
when you're
a
following
lot
one
of
on the
respect
road
for
and the horse lets go of Dobby or Joby, and you're behind them,
Yeah.
the Joby comes out.
Yeah, well,
Wouldn't it be fun if you
Yeah,
had
too much of a-
an Amish president and you would have like a carriage
Yeah.
yeah,
that ain't
driving instead of the beast?
Yep.
Well,
Yeah, they are political.
in Mount Pleasant, Michigan, we have a factory where they produce cars that are pedal cars that are legal on the roads of Michigan. And they have a 4-passenger capacity, and all passengers can
Can pedal.
use pedals.
There you go.
And the other thing is, you
People
have to have
power.
one of those big triangular things on the back of it. that
Maybe they can
reflect-
have these Flintstone cars. I like them.
That's what it's like.
That's
It's
basically
like a
what it is.
Flintstone.
It's sort of like a Flintstone
Yeah.
car, except for pedals instead of just running on your feet. All right,
And they
DJ,
manufacture them in Mount Pleasant.
I appreciate you coming in tonight, buddy.
Oh,
adding to the
thank
table.
you. I appreciate you having me. So
You
have a
bet.
good one, John.
You too, DJ. Take care of yourself.
I
And
will.
Yelly Man.
Yeah, it was nice talking to you, and I
It
hope
was
you have a
nice, Yelly
good,
Man. Thank you for coming in.
good evening, and see you later. Okay.
Yep, we'll be here,
See you
brother.
later.
We'll be here. Come back.
Yeah,
There you
I
go.
will. Bye bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
And Adrian,
Yes, John.
thank you, darling, for coming in. I appreciate it.
Thank you for having me. I really, really look forward to these meetings.
I do too. It's what saves my sanity nowadays. You know.
Oh,
and-
tell me about it.
Ah, darling, it's the chat that I wish I had the time to read every bit of it. It flies by sometimes, but I pay close attention to it, And Jamie Thomas, good night, family. Love you all. LK Riders letting everybody know my car is a Flintstone car. Uh, Blue Dot Greeter saying goodnight to people. Carl Vogel saying goodnight to people. That's what, to me, that is the best part of this whole damn thing. We have deep conversations sometimes. We fart around and talk about ignorant shit. And that's just what a family table would be. There's a good, serious conversation going on at this end, and they're laughing their ass off on the other end. That's what it is, and I'm just lucky to have it. So, Adrian, thank you for being a part of it, baby.
Thank you.
John, can I say to you what I say to my grandchildren?
What? You
Later,
can't say
Gator.
that. Later, Gator.
Later, Gator.
After a while,
Later,
crocodile.
Gator.
There you go.
After a while, crocodile, and don't be L7. You know what L7 is?
What's L7?
Then the 50s, you'd say don't be L7. You would tell somebody don't be a square.
Don't be L7. Oh, I said
L7.
two.
L on the 7 make a square.
Yeah, make a square. Don't want to be square.
You don't want to be a square. You want to be hip.
I want to be hip. Yep, my hip days now associate to my hip. Not exactly state of mind. But anyway, DJ, thank you very much.
You're welcome.
And Miss Chick.
And John.
Oh, baby.
Yeah.
That was fun.
It's all your fault.
Huh?
It's all your fault.
It is my fault. It is my fault. That's, sometimes I have to take it on the chin for it.
Yeah.
It was fun. It was fun.
It was fun. It was fun.
Got anything you want to add?
I do, believe it or not.
What?
50-51 Saturday. This Saturday.
This Saturday.
This Saturday is, where did I put my note? Rage Against the Regime. This Saturday.
All across the nation, I presume, because that's the way they do it.
That's the way they do it. So look up your usual suspects of your area, because they might be out doing some stuff, some good trouble, and see if you can join them.
You need to keep your eye out too, because sometimes they happen when they're not even, you don't even know.
In my area, there's regular weekly pop-ups, they call them.
Pop-ups? Maybe that's what this was.
They call them pop-ups.
We went to the concert down in Corpus, at the park. They had to go through a protest. There was a protest going on, anti-Trump protest. You had to get to the park to listen to the music. So I had no idea, nothing. I had no clue about it. I think it was just a pop-up protest. So keep an eye out in your local area. Maybe it's a little more active than you think.
Yep. And if it's not, get active.
Get active.
Find someone to stand on the corner with. Get active.
That's it. Put your sign in your hand and get out there, baby.
Get your sign, get your T-shirt, whatever you need to express yourself. But Rage Against the Regime. Do it.
I wore my favorite one the other day. I got 2 reactions.
There you go.
I got 2 reactions on my shirt.
And in the meantime, there is some election stuff.
What election
coming
stuff?
up? August 5th, there is some type of election-type voting in Indiana, Arizona, Michigan, South Carolina, and Washington. It might be general elections. It might be some primary stuff. It's usually kind of local related. You may or may not have anything to vote for. Double check. See if there's anything to vote for in your area.
That's what we was just talking about.
Yeah.
Delaware.
Delaware has the 9th. Minnesota has some primaries on the 12th. Florida has some local stuff on the 19th. And California has a special election on the 26th. I didn't make notes on what it was for, but,
If you live in those areas, pay attention. Pay attention every day.
Check your registration.
Yes.
Make a plan.
Yeah,
and there's groups out there that are coming together to be the helpers for people who can't get out to vote, who can't figure out how to fill out their registration. So there's groups out there. Look for those. Do a little search, or ask your local politically minded group if there's any way you can assist. If you have the time, maybe you can drive someone to a poll, or you can take them to
there's a
the office to
way
register, or
that you can
all
help,
sorts of things.
I always say
Yeah.
contact your local Democratic headquarters. They
Yep.
should have something. If they don't
Or
have something,
indivisible. It's
Or-
depending on where you are, one might be more active than the other.
Yeah. Indeed.
All good.
Indeed.
And here's the other thing: if there
What?
isn't a Democratic group active in your area, start one.
That's what I was saying. If they ain't one, make one. Yeah.
Make one.
Make
And
one.
you know what? By making it, it can be a little bit different looking than what we consider the old school ones. We
Yeah.
can change it up and
Our
make it more
voices,
progressive.
baby. That's what's important. We raise it
Yeah.
or we lose it. So we need to
Yeah.
raise our voices and stand up for what we're fighting for. Our
We
basic
do.
democracy. So anyway.
Anyway, we have some blue dots out there that are trying their darndest. They share some shit. They like some shit.
I like it when they
There.
like shit and share shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sort of like JB in Michigan and Gene W.
It
in
is,
West
Jake.
Virginia. Greg G. in, I can't read my writing, Pennsylvania, I think. Nanette T. in Oklahoma. Carchel E. in Texas.
Carchel.
And Patrice K. in Florida. They all liked this shit.
They all like this shit, and I'm tickled to death that they like it.
And we like them for liking our
I
shit.
like them for liking this shit. Anyway, what's there not to like? Huh? I guess
I know. We're likable, right?
we're likable. I think.
Mostly,
I think.
kinda, sorta.
Kinda, sorta, in a way.
Yeah. Usually. Unless
I
we're
think
cranky.
We're doing fine, baby. I think we're doing fine. This family grows every time I turn around and look. And
It is. We've got 69.6 right now. It's creeping.
69.6. Well, we're creeping up there. Yeah, we are. Boy, howdy shit. 52 on Facebook and 97.6, I think, thousand on TikTok.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then
That's
other
wonderful.
We got a big family, brother. We have a big family. It's bigger than a lot of people realize. Anyway, Maria Betancourt, just let us know Narcan is free, and it's not free in Florida at CVS or Walgreens or Walmart. It comes at a cost. Boy, howdy shit. Even when you're trying to do the right thing, it's going to charge you. Anyway.
Well, depends on where you live. Look around.
Yeah.
There might be
Yep.
places that actually give it to you. So, yeah.
Check around, make
Check
sure. It's
around.
an excellent idea, though, because you
Mm-hmm.
could end up being the hero. Anyway, you're my hero for being here. I appreciate y'all being here. Oh, it's true. It's true. Y'all don't know how true. Anyway, I hope y'all had a good. Anyway, boy, howdy shit, I can't talk. What's today? Tuesday. Tomorrow's Wednesday. It's hump day. We'll try to get through that shit. I'll try to get my video out and my rant out, and then we'll be back here Thursday for another Blue Dot family meeting. That's the easy part. That's the easy part. The rest of it, we just got to muddle through. So try to do your muddling every day. Get through the day the best you can. And in your travels, try to put a smile on your face, baby, because it's worth it. Dig down deep sometimes. You got to find it, but it's there. And then give that shit away. Anyway, good night, Miss Chick.
Good
And
night,
thank
John.
you for everything you do. And Mark, thank you for everything you do. And the card, buddy. I appreciate you so much. Yeah. All that mushy shit.
All that mushy stuff.
All that mushy shit. We'll see y'all on Thursday. Until then, y'all take care. Bye.